Hi, good morning. Am I audible now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Good morning, Anupama. Good morning, Gaurav. Thank you so much for accepting us to be in your part of this nice team and all the beautiful good morning faces. So nice face everybody have. 8 o'clock in the morning in the Saturday, everybody woke up so early. So nice.
Thank you.
Morning.
Thank you very much.
Am I audible
Shelly?
now?
Hello. I'm grateful to be back here. But I've had
Yes,
a
after a
client
very long
every
time.
yeah, I was in the States for a month and then I've had a client every Saturday at this time, but he's sick today. So anyway, and grateful for I just came from my garden. We have a big community garden and grateful for the abundance of all the crops that I've got in my plot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Prakash?
Sorry, my camera is not working today somehow. So anyway, I will manage without that only. I'm grateful to Monica having joined on my request, and she was very keen and she very dynamic. I just met yesterday only in the conference. And what about your partner? He was also to join.
Actually, sir, he's traveling back to
Okay,
his hometown. So
okay,
I also
okay,
just reached 10 minutes back.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash. Lata? Hello,
Good
Lata.
morning, everybody.
Good
I'm
morning.
grateful for having such a wonderful year last year. I would like to thank all my clients and all the people who have referred me business and and all the people who have taken my services. I'm grateful to the beautiful world that we live in. One more bright day and looking forward to a wonderful 2025. And thankful to all the members in JET.
Thank you, Lata. Thank you very much. Sachin, are you there?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Good morning.
I'm grateful for a wonderful uh, 2024. It has been such a great journey. The podcast has grown quite a bit. We're over 100 episodes now. And thanks to friends and uh, wonderful people like you, Anu, and all the members here. So not just like referring friends and referring guests for the podcast. Um, I have people who are there for me always, like you, just always thinking for my best interest. So I'm super grateful for this.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much.
Anupama, we'll have to wrap up.
Yeah, I would
Also,
want to
if you
take a
can
last
announce
one.
about
I want to take
the
a last one,
people who
Gaurav.
are coming for the first time, they need to click on the link shared by Alithia so that we can save time. They have to share about their details so that Alithia can introduce them. So there's a link on the right in the chat box. Please click it, fill up the details. Anupama, back to you. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Thanks for reminding me. Uh, I would like now to hand over the podium to Mr. Suresh Nair.
Yeah, so my gratitude in particular to Gaurav, whom I've been in touch, and so that we could reconnect with all of you all. Some faces are familiar, some new faces. Particular to Pranay, whom yesterday, after reconnecting, we had a long call, and I hope to stay connected with all of you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Sandeep, you go next.
Morning, everybody. It's great to be back. Happy 2025, all of you. I'm extremely grateful to see so many new faces in the growing Gen family. I have been coming to this family off and on, like the Bigda Bacha who's not always home every night. And it's so nice to be back and find all of you here in 2025. Very grateful. Thank you. Keep coming. See you around.
Okay. Can I hand over to Mr. Girish Mane?
Yeah, good morning. And I'm grateful that I'm once again in this week, I'm getting this opportunity to sit in front of you. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful morning.
Thank you. And we are exactly at 8:15. I need to hand over the podium to Gaurav for the introductions. So thank you, each one of you, for being part not only of this gratitude corner and making this meeting start on a very positive note, but also being present this early morning on this platform. Thank you, each one of you. And over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Anupama. Good morning once again. Bright sunny day here in Dubai, and I'm sure other places are experiencing some nice weather. Of course, in the Western Hemisphere, I am told it is either very cold or very warm. Like in California, the fires are on, and people are having palpitations because a certain Mr. Trump is coming back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back. Uh, Mr. Trump is back in 2 days. So people are wondering what way the global trajectory will go. Also, I want to kind of give thanks to all my mentors. Yesterday was International Mentoring Day. So it's a good time to reflect on the kind of people who have mentored us to bring us where we are, and to the people we have mentored along the way, learning from them and giving them our life lessons and the way we do business, the way we interact. Uh, Point being, mentoring is a great thing. And if you don't have a couple of mentors, please reach out to people and say, okay, I'd like to mentor you. Or reach out to people, even from this group, people who may uh, kind of attract your interest, to say, would you be my mentor? On that note, let me share my screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are Global Entrepreneur Network. We are your gateway to global business. So we have over 1,500 members on our LinkedIn platform, and we join these meetings every day from every Saturday from 8 to 9:30 Dubai, which is 9 a.m. in India. We have impacted over 4,000 entrepreneurs along this journey, maybe more. And from time to time, we have inspiring speakers who share their um, ideas with us. Like we have Rachit here today. We'll get to know more about that in a bit. The purpose of Global Entrepreneur Network is to connect entrepreneurs worldwide to enable business growth through exchange of referrals and collaboration to access global markets. Our vision is to have this community grow to over 5,000 members in the next 2 years and over 10,000 in the next 5. Our mission is to help our community expand our global reach through online networking and collaboration, which you will see demonstrated shortly. Our values: collaboration, knowledge sharing, sustainability, agility, and innovation. The way we will flow is, after this introduction, we will have an education session about manufacturing by Rachit Butch. And so it'll be a 20-minute session with 10 minutes Q&A. And after that, we'll have Alifia lead us through the business session, and we'll close at 9:30 Dubai time. This is our team. Alifia is our president and co-founder. I'm the other co-founder and VP of operations. We've got a third co-founder, Anil Thomas. Sabri Rajan is on our team. He's vice president marketing. Anupama is vice president strategy. Bharat Nangia is vice president global growth, and Chaitanya is vice president digital transformation. We will have him join us shortly. He's traveling currently. In the past, we've been contributed to by Dr. Rajamani, the late Laurent Grandisson, and Harihar Sharma. Though this platform is free to access, we also run something called Gen Titans, which is a mentoring program where we offer a plethora of benefits to people wanting to join. For more details, get in touch with me and we'll take it on. On that note, I hand you over to Alithia, who's fresh from Intersect. Alithia.
Um, Welcome all to Global Entrepreneur Network. It's super awesome to see, firstly, our repeat members. It's lovely to have repeat members coming week on week and month on month, because this is when we build stronger connections. I'm very proud of the group today because we all are on video. And it's so important, because we're actually showing up for a networking meeting, and imagine doing that behind a blank screen. So it really will build a lot more trust and connection. And I will encourage everyone, let's be on video all the time during this meeting, because it's a networking event. So you've got to show up. You already showed up in the group, in the room, in the online meeting, and congratulations for that. But showing up in video also will take you 10 steps forward. Okay.
Can we have a photograph as we start?
Yeah, let's do that. So everyone come on photos, put your videos on so that we can have a nice picture. Okay, brilliant. All right, Sheldon. Atamjot, Rao. Gaurav can do this. Prakash.
Atam Jyot is actually represented by her husband Subha, who's forgot to rename himself. So whoever can come on camera, please switch on your cameras and say
You have to
cheese.
excuse me, Prakash here.
No worries, Prakash.
My camera is not working, yeah.
And AB, do put your full name if you can, so that people can know you better. Sometimes we like to even put up mobile numbers there so that people can quickly connect when we do the business session. Gaurav, are you clicking?
Yeah. Everybody smile. Got it.
Okay, brilliant. There is a link in the chat. So please start filling your introductions on the link, especially for people who are coming for the first time. Just fill it in for the first time. You need to have a Google email or whatever. It's a Google form. So any email that works. So just fill in your introduction in this sheet, because when we finish the business session, in the end, when we're doing our business session, we will go fast track and we won't be repeating this again and again. So make sure your introductions are there. People who've come before, you've got to edit response and submit again. There is also a link for WhatsApp group. Make sure you're in our WhatsApp group, because everybody's contact, email, company details will be shared in the WhatsApp group immediately after this meeting within the first 1 hour. Okay, so make sure you're all in the WhatsApp group as well. So that's a little bit of housekeeping. I will come back later, but Gaurav, let's have our business session, right? Okay. Let's do our education session. Sorry, not the business session. Are you introducing our speaker?
I don't see Chaitanya. Oh, I do see Chaitanya. Chaitanya in an auto. Chaitanya, can we have an auto introduction?
Okay,
Rachit is here.
I won't be able to talk. Please go ahead.
Okay. I will keep it short. Welcome, Rachit. Rachit Butch joins us from Ahmedabad. Rachit, please introduce yourself and get on with it. Yes. Do you need to share your screen? Do you have a presentation?
No, unfortunately, I don't have any presentation.
Over to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gaurav sir. Chaitanya, thank you for introducing Chaitanya to this wonderful group. I'm sure it will be a great experience, value-added experience for me, because there are a lot of people who are very experienced in this group. I'll briefly introduce myself. I'm Ruchit Butch, and I'm from Ahmedabad. I'm a second generation entrepreneur, and I'm from a company called Electronic Instrumentation and Control Private Limited. We are based out of Ahmedabad. And also, we have recently started another company in the US, which is a subsidiary of this company. It's called Elinco Systems LLC. We are mostly into control systems, into building control systems which are tailor-made to customer specifications, mostly for oil and gas and power sectors. And we do a lot of automation work for large machines and large processes, mostly into process automation. So that's a very brief introduction about me.
Yeah, Rachit. So please share about the manufacturing learnings you've had along the way. Happy to know you are a second generation entrepreneur. So we not only get to know about your experience, but generational knowledge being passed on. So you have 20 minutes. Over to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I think 20 minutes is a little too much, but I'll see how much I can share. I'll try to share as much as possible. Today, so we are actually a, family-owned company, and I I I completed my engineering from here in Ahmedabad, and later on I joined Infosys in 2006. I worked in Infosys for about 1.5 years or so. And then my dad said that you've enjoyed enough of your life. Time to screw your life. You come down here and join us. So no, but I mean, growing up in a business family, I was always looking up to everyone in and around my family who are in the business, and I always wanted to have, I mean, work in my father's business, or maybe start my something on my own someday. But I was lucky enough to have the opportunity within the house, and I joined my dad's business. And my dad was a really tough guy. He asked me to, do the basic stuff first, and the hard work, the dirty stuff first. And he for almost 6 7 years, I was the one who was going around and doing all the commissioning work for the customers, going at the site, getting maximum learnings from the customers' feedbacks, and doing all the commissioning work. But the perks of of doing the commissioning was I was constantly traveling to customers' places all across India. Within almost 1 or 2 years, I had almost visited more than 20 states in India. And later on, I was very lucky enough to uh, do it outside India as well, at various places outside of India. So in another 2 3 years, I had traveled to almost 15 countries later on. So and then my dad said that enough, you have gained enough of experience about our company and our products and everything. So then I kind of gradually started to take up, uh, started to learn everything in the office as well. And
Ruchit, I would love to.
um,
Ruchit, can you hear me?
yeah,
Okay,
yes, I
great.
can, I can.
So I want to just like specifically get to some interesting questions. So, just to make this
Sure.
very relevant, what manufacturing products are you into?
Yes. So we are into manufacturing of control systems, automation, I would say process automation in a way. So if I put it in layman terms, in oil and gas refineries or in process, like they want to get an output from all the various inputs. So what they do is, there is a process, like you put in some chemicals, you mix them up in a boiler, or let us say, if it is if some processes might require chemicals to be mixed at a very high temperature or very low temperature. And then again, they need to be pressurized at a certain pressure or temperature. So there is a complete automation, I mean, process which goes, which the chemicals or the products go through. And later on, the output is something which the customer sells off. So what we do is, instead of doing everything manually, by one, step by step, what we do is, we program the whole stuff. We put in the transmitters, as in the sensors in the field. We put in all the control valves in the field, and we hook it up with computers, and we make the whole system automated. So we take care of the safety, wherein in case there is a problem throughout anywhere, it shuts down the process or it gives an alarm to the operator, and operator has to
You said
make
this is
sure.
generational, huh? So this is which generation now that you all are doing this
Now,
already?
this is second generation. So my dad and his three brothers started off this company,
Okay,
and
great.
I am the second generation looking after it now.
So fantastic. In context of our attendees, because at Gen, we are trying to get learnings from people who are into the manufacturing. So this is our manufacturing month. So in
Okay.
terms of policies, so firstly from the audience, how many of you are into manufacturing or in India into manufacturing and want to know more about, maybe in the chat, we can throw questions or something. So to make this interactive so that, we can learn from Richard's second generation experience in terms of how many of in the audience is in the manufacturing field or want to know. Great, Prakash, of course. Anyone have any particular questions? Yeah, Suresh as well. Super.
Yeah, we manufacture barcode labels and barcode ribbons.
Oh, great, fantastic. So, Suresh, so from Ruchit, from your experience, what are the main challenges or what is the main disruption or how do you stand out from competition? What works, what doesn't? What are the top three things that people in the manufacturing would want to, so that we can add maximum value to our attendees? Of course, there are challenges in every industry and we understand that. But so what do you think is the top three learnings or the top three inputs that you would want to give to our attendees, really?
Yeah, so I actually, so first of all would be, I would say that the first and foremost is the product. Okay, and if that is how I have been able to look at our growth story, that our first focus had always been on the product. Product is the key in manufacturing. Your product should be very foolproof, very uncompromising on quality, and that is the first key thing which has to be taken care of by all the manufacturers. And the second, I would say, after once you have cracked the product, once you feel that your product is recognized and accepted very well across your customers, that is when I believe that your focus should be on people and processes. Okay, the people and processes are almost as equally important as the product, because without the people and processes, your product would not live up to the times, I would say. Because initially, when you are starting off, your focus is always on product, and you personally as an entrepreneur, you are focusing mostly on the product. And later on, once you have cracked that product, your focus should be on people and processes. And setting up the processes and the right people at the right places will help maintain that product quality and the product recognition, I would say. And the third thing I would say, that once you have the right people and processes at the place, you should you should invest a lot on infrastructure as well. Once you after I mean once you have set the processes and people, uh, people.
Is it cracking for everyone or only for me?
More out of process
It's lagging.
Ruchit,
and
I think there is
the
some lag. Maybe you can switch off your camera. We can hear you better then. Ruchit, you are frozen. Maybe you can switch off your camera.
I think he dropped. He'll come back. So,
Well, we have a manufacturing guru of sorts, Subba Rao. Subba, you want to share some of your learnings on setting up factories and running operations? Subba, you with us?
we'll wait for him to come back. I think. So, why is that? Technical glitches.
Girish, you want to share how's your experience of manufacturing furniture?
This is the first generation and it is only 3-4 months old. Okay, so I'm learning with the process. Okay, so I'm still in the क्या अभी मराठी में बोलते बाळाचे पाय पाळण्यात दिसतात. So I'm still crawling. I'm not even walking. So I'm learning with the process. But yes, lot of things are automated already. I have a good reference also for Ruchit. One of my friend is working with some marine company, Afford Marine Controls Private Limited. Okay, so they provide control systems to the marine industry. So I'll try to connect Ruchit with him.
So, you all are manufacturing furniture in which city in India?
Virar.
Virar. So, like, how easy is it to get factory area location in India to get that space to create?
So basically, I'm residing in Virar since long time, and Vasai, or you must be aware of Palghar district if you might have heard.
Yes.
So Palghar district basically is going to be the hub of modular furniture manufacturing.
Wow.
It is already in Vasai Virar belt itself. There are more than 200 modular furniture plants.
Wow.
So even if you might have heard about Sleek, the brand Sleek, it started in Vasai itself. Okay.
Wow, really?
So yeah, so Vasai has
Ruchit
a lot of
is back.
potential. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I don't know. I somehow I now logged into my mobile. Unfortunately, the
No worries.
laptop app crashed. I don't know why.
No
Happy
worries.
to have you back. Go on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
just give 1 minute to Girish to complete what he was saying, and then you can continue.
Sure. Sorry.
So Palghar district is already a hub of manufacturing of modular furniture, and so we already have started our unit. We have a lot of facilities. We also have paint booth, which is like out of, as I said, there are about 200 units in Vasai, but out of those 200, only few 10 to 12 people have paint booth facility, which so we are standing amongst them. Most of the machineries, as you all must be knowing, they are automated. So it is only a job of, as far as I am concerned, it is only a job of making people work on time instead of wasting time when they come in the factory. So that is managing the man force. The machines are doing well.
That's what Richard said about the process. Because after the product is done, that's what he said. The second most important thing is the process and the people.
Correct.
I think you're reinforcing.
Luckily, I have experienced partners with me, so I'm learning from them also. Yes, over to you, Ruchit.
Okay, brilliant. So, Richard, welcome back.
Yes, yeah, thank you. So, as I said, the three main things which I consider very important for a manufacturing organization are: one is the product, two is the people and processes, and the third one is infrastructure, continuous investment in infrastructure, so that your product quality keeps improving. Investing in infrastructure and from machinery will always keep improving your product in a positive manner.
Fantastic. And then there's a question from Suresh. He was saying, like you said, it's very managing everything is very complex already. So how do you balance reaching out to the market? Like, because manufacturing, so how do you do the internal complex processes as well as reaching out to the market? So he wanted some tips on that.
Yes, for that.
You can unmute yourself, Richard.
Yes, sorry. As I said, that we need to invest in the right people, and you for a very long time. Once you have cracked the product and the people, as I said, the people maintaining the people is a big task. So for a very long time, you feel like you are the HR guy. Maintaining, I mean, keeping people happy, keeping people directed in a way so that it is beneficial to everyone in the company, as well as in the company's interest, I would say. And
So what he's talking about is reaching out to the market. So in terms of getting more customers and getting more like exposure for your products that you're making. So
yeah. So that is a very good question. I would say that getting your product validated validated in terms of, let's say, getting it certified by agencies who matter in it may, yeah, I mean, it may be different for different products, but for us, we wanted to get into the US market, and we had to get a UL certification for that. So getting the right certification from certifying agencies on your product will definitely help in getting more customers. It will get more visibility across your customers, as well as your potential customers as well. Once you have, let's say, a number of certifications available for various regions, that would definitely help getting more customers gradually.
so in your experience, following up on that question is, would you rather recommend someone to have own branch offices overseas to expand, or would you rather work with local partners? And what's your recommendation as a manufacturer if you want to expand to more countries?
It is my recommendation would be go yourself, but it works. I mean, it depends on the product and process. I mean, what your product is. Like, if you have your product, you know that your product is a kind of plug and play, and you don't need anything else. I believe that you can go with the partner approach, wherein you hire a partner at different places, and that because but in our case, it is more service oriented as well. So that is why I feel that I mean, my people or the people I train should be the ones who should be taking care. But I believe that if you have, let's say, a product of kind of toys, then you don't need an aftermarket service for such products, and you can definitely rely on a lot on partners who can help you in exploring the abroad market.
Fantastic. So Sandeep had a question about how large is your company now in terms of people, revenue, and market position?
In terms of revenue, we are about 75 crores in Indian rupees, which is about $9 million, I guess. And we have grown about 10x in last 5 years. And we were a team of about 18 18 odd people. We are a team of 70 odd people right now. And we have recently opened our office in US as well. We are trying to get into that market.
That's fantastic. So your exports right now is mainly starting from the US.
No, we do have some exports in Europe as well, and but we have, I mean, those customers come directly to us based on the certifications, which I said that we have those certifications. So customer is more happy to have someone who can deliver those products. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I want to ask you the top 3 challenges that you face in the manufacturing and some ideas or tips for our audience as well. And then we'll come to Prakash's question.
Top 3 challenges, I would say getting into export market is really challenging, at least for India. I believe it is very, very difficult to get into customers in Europe specifically because they are very focused on getting things locally, and there is a lack of trust, at least for the Indian products, in the European minds. So it is difficult to get them to know really you as a company and as the product or services. But the good thing about them is that once they know that you are delivering on what you claim, they would hardly go back to even your competitors. But you have, the key is to deliver every time. Every time you deliver, they will never go back to anyone else. And that was one challenge, and that is one challenge we still face. Even though we have cracked a few customers, there are many more customers whom it is difficult to convince at a lot of times, and they are more happy with what they are getting. And so that is one challenge. The second challenge, at least in a family business, is to balance out between your family. I mean, family, the elder generation is a little more, I would say, hesitant to change. So it is always beneficial to keep your calm, keep your cool with the elder generation. Of course, they also carry a lot of experience, and they have their own experience based on which they are giving you some judgment. But it is always good to keep your calm and keep things going. That is another thing. And the third one, I would say, is managing people. Managing people is a very, very a challenge, and you have to be sympathetic to your people. You have to be uh, you know you have to be there all the time. You have to be you cannot get frustrated with people. You have to accept that your people will always be making mistakes, and you have to kind of keep on training them, keep on believing in them, keep on growing, uh, have them also grow with you. Okay, that is, I believe, that is the key for us, at least. If you grow, you should make sure that your people also grow.
Fantastic. So I want to ask one more question. That's very beautiful. What he said is the 3 challenges that he said. Of course, when he said family, everyone was smiling in the audience. He says the elder generation. I think the elder generation say the same thing. The younger generation is a challenge for them. But yeah, it was brilliant. And I think, yeah, people challenge is always one of the most important. And of course, export has their own directions and strategy that you need to address. And these were the top 3 challenges that Richard rightly pointed out. But Richard, just very quickly, from the Indian law, production, compliances, whatever, any new changes or any tips for anyone who wants to get into manufacturing or who's already into manufacturing from your experience? Are there some like shortcuts or anything they need to know where they could save maybe benefits or taxes, or what's the unique proposition of having manufacturing in India from the law perspective?
From law perspective, I have been, I mean, we were always in touch with a lot of professionals um, who uh, are good at their own stuff. So, as far as compliances are concerned, as far as compliances to laws and taxation is concerned, we hired a lot of professionals. I mean, hired as in we didn't employ them. We hired them, and they were very good at what they did. And gradually, as we grew, we could hire a lot more people to do those stuff and save on the cost there later on. But I would say that as far as I would totally recommend getting good professionals who are good at what they do, who have a lot of experience in what they have done. If you hire them, you would not face much problems.
Great. Any expensive lessons learned?
Yeah. Yes, of course, there have been many, but it is part of part of doing business, right? Yes.
Absolutely. So Ruchit recommends hiring a professional. Don't try to do it yourself because you'll probably find it more expensive later. But it's just better to take professional help, in his opinion, and get your stuff done. So let's have Prakash for his question. He's been raising his hand for quite a while. Prakash, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I would like to add something here, Prakash. I have got experience of 25 years with Reliance, the largest manufacturer and the largest exporter from India. I will try to put a few facts, a few points which someone was not touched upon by Ruchit. So those additional points I'd like to mention here. One is raw materials and inputs, the garbage in, garbage out. If you don't put your raw materials and inputs properly, don't have a quality check on your raw materials and input, and take all the pains to see the inputs are up to the quality standards, your output will like the quality. Number two is the packaging. The packaging, when you jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. Like we just listen this from Bharat Nangia sometimes. So packaging is the most important part, because if you have to have a most wonderful packaging, so the customers accept your product and then they test it, how the product is. Third is the customer claims. Any grievances of the customer has to be attended on the top priority, because any customer claims or grievances are there, that has to be settled at the quickest possible time. And if any claims are to be given, claims to be settled. Fourth is patent and trademark. You may manufacture the best of the products, but someone start copying it tomorrow. So you lose all your efforts and you may go into loss. So you have to patent your product. You can patent your process also. Even the product is same, then also if your process is different, you can patent the process also, that is also allowed. And you can trademark your products. Then compliances to regulatory authority, like for example, drugs or chemicals you make, there is FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And for food products, PC is there, FISSI. So the regulatory authority which are there, you have to have 100% compliance with them, because otherwise you may land into a very big problem where your quality is not good, and somewhere some big claim will come from the customers. And so that's what I would like to add, all these 5 points, which are very important for production.
Fantastic. Thanks, Prakash. That was a good gist of takeaways for our audience. Subha, go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, it's not a question. Actually, I wanted to add on to what Ruchit had raised some queries, especially about exports, because that has been my specialization, to set up manufacturing units outside India. And that's what I've been doing for the last about 20 odd years. So what one needs to look at is, instead of setting up a new factory straight away into an external market, one needs to look at what is the scale you want to go to. You have to decide on what is the volume you want to produce or what you want to sell in a market. That's how you have to start doing it. Initially, of course, exporting from India is always best. It will be inefficient, costly, yes, maybe a bit tedious, but As you want to scale up, you have to look at maybe initially look at a third-party contract manufacturing in the different countries or different geographies. You don't necessarily need to have it in each country, but you should ideally have it in each economic zone. For example, in Middle East, you could have just one country as your base, and you could then circulate in all the Middle East. Similarly, you could have one in Europe. So that is how you have to progress. And as you scale up, you need to be sure that your process capability has to be always ahead of the curve. If you want to sell 1 million pieces, you need to have a capacity of at least 20, 30, 50% higher. So anyway, I think those are the sort of thoughts one needs to have. And that was my point. Yeah. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Subha.
everyone. I want to really thank Ruchit for taking time and sharing some insights. And I also want to thank Prakash, Subha, and Suresh, and Sandeep for engaging and getting us to the context. Just to put things in numbers and put things in statistics. Manufacturing in India is contributing about 17% today to the GDP, and it's employing also a lot of people. Like more than 27-30 million people are getting employment from this. And Made in India is becoming a very huge initiative now, especially because China is getting a little stopped from the US and stuff because the domination that it's creating. So there is a very strong emphasis on the Made in India contribution from the government. So they're really trying to improve the contribution of manufacturing sector from 17 to 25% to the Indian GDP. So today, India is about fifth globally from the manufacturing output that is happening in the world. So they have a scope to do more and more. So the best thing you can do is actually manufacture your product and then find a way to export, either having your own branches or finding reseller partners in the world and do that. And then you can, of course, optimize the labor that we already have in India, the kind of population that we already have. So let's learn more and more. And this is the month that we are focusing on manufacturing. So, and we will continue, maybe we'll do another tete-a-tete next week as well. So let's learn more, go deeper into this one. And then next month, we will have another industry that Chaitanya is going to educate all of us on. So with that note, let's start with our quick introductions of our business session. For many people that are new, I hope you fill the link. I have almost everyone in the link already. So the only way I will call your name is if you have put your details in this link. Ruchit, you too, please do put your introduction in the link. And I will invite you to keep coming every Saturday, join us, because our members will have more and more coming every week. So what we'll quickly do is we will do only introductions, no ask today. But if anyone want to connect with anyone, just put their name and do this. So let's do a quick 30 seconds of an introduction of what you do. And then we'll see how much, who all remember. Okay, so let's try and see how much we are all absorbing. So there are going to be cross introductions in the end. So make sure you're listening. And there will be cross introductions wherein I'll say you introduce someone else or whatever. Okay, so let's see if everyone's attentive, and let's do this as a real marathon of introductions. Okay, so I'm going to quickly start. First one I have is Gaurav, and then I have Girish after. So go ahead with your introduction. Use and abuse the chat. If anyone want to connect with anyone, just put your name, put their name and yours after. But just use and abuse the chat and make this a real fast tete-a-tete. Okay, let's start with Gaurav, and then we have Girish after.
Well, as they say, fastest finger first. So fastest finger works in Gen also. So happy to be reviewing who I am. I am Gaurav Paul. I am based in Dubai, and I have a background in communication. Very happy to see my friend Amitabh Bhattacharya, who I'm seeing after 30 years probably. We used to be at Thompson's together many years ago. So what I do is help people set up businesses in Dubai. I also run a company that uses technology for communication. So we work in the AI, AR, VR, metaverse domain. That's me.
Okay, brilliant. So people who are new, if you want to connect with Gaurav, you will put Gaurav and your name in the chat. Or if you have a contact in your phone book to share with Gaurav, like it's happening right now in the chat. So you will put Gaurav and your name in the chat, and Gaurav will reach out to you. That's how this platform works. Girish, go now, and then we have Shelly after.
Good morning, Girish Mani here. I'm a trader, trainer, and mentor. I run an online technical analysis and derivative analysis classes for stock markets, or you can call it financial markets. But if you don't have time to learn, if you want me to take care of your portfolio, that is also available. And if you just want to have access to my analysis or my students' analysis, so I have a community which is also a paid membership where you can get the ideas and insights of all the opportunities that I come across in the markets. So all these three services I do provide, and my next batch is starting. Already one weekend batch is started, and the next batch is starting in February. Thank you.
Fantastic. So guys, put Girish and your name in the chat. He's into stock training, learning, and everything stock. All right, let's have Shelly.
Hi, I'm Shelley from from Hong Kong, and I've written 2 books on leadership strategy. One about curiosity in leadership and AI in leadership. So if you want information about those books, I can put the link in the chat. And then most of what I do is leadership strategy coaching and course creation coaching and marketing. So teaching people how to create and market their knowledge.
Fantastic. Thanks, Shelly. So guys, if anyone want to connect with Shelly, please put Shelly and your name in the chat. Lata, go now, and then we have Sachin after.
Good morning. My name is Lata Shubhakar. I am an independent financial advisor with more than 24 years of experience. I customize my clients' needs and give them the right product. I specialize in 2 things. One is called business insurance, where I help private limited, partnership, and LLP companies to defer tax. There's nothing in India which is bought pre-tax. This is the only product which you can buy pre-tax. So if you are paying a huge amount of taxes from the company and you want to defer that, please get in touch with me.
Okay, fantastic. Tax saving. Guys, put Lata and your name in the chat. She has various insurance products and stuff like that. So if you want to connect with Lata, put Lata and your name in the chat. Sachin, go now. And then we have Prakash Beria after.
Thank you, Alifia. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Sachin Acharya, and I run a podcast called Be Your Own Boss, in which I share the stories of entrepreneurs with the world. And like Prakash sir said, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." I'm the guy who can help that dikhta hai part. So if you think your business is not dikhta hai enough, is not seen enough, then I can help you with that. With the videos going more than like 10, 12,000 views each interview, and reels on social media on all platforms. It's an exposure of your business, your brand to the world. Thank you.
Wow. So guys, connect with him to get Dikta kind of to be seen in translating. Put Sachin and your name in the chat. Really, every entrepreneur needs visibility on YouTube. So put Sachin and your name in the chat. Okay, brilliant. Let's have Prakash, and then we have Munir after.
Prakash Beria from Alternate Surya Energy Mobility Private Limited. We have got experience. I've got experience, and my team also has come out from Reliance. We have worked for 25 years in Reliance, and we had a lot of renewables there, about 150 megawatt of the solar power plants, some 30 megawatt of wind projects. So we had very extraordinary experience on the renewable side. So our team decided to come out of Reliance and start our own. So we set up this complete making the EPC, the entire right from design, engineering, setting up the entire solar power plants, and maintaining it also for the clients. So basically, what we give the saving of electricity. Your bills become zero, And we also give you tax savings because of high depreciation, at least in India, very high depreciation is allowed on the solar power plant. So you say about 20% of the capex cost as your tax saving. So these are the things we bring to the business clients mainly. So that's what we bring on the table. Our logo, our tagline is Surya Urja Se Bachat. Thank you.
Fantastic. So guys, put Prakash and your name in the chat. He's very heavily invested in the power solar. Munir, go now. Let's have Anupama after.
Right. A very good morning to everyone. It's a pleasure to actually meet so many people in one place. My name is Munir Majid. I run an agency known as Aeon Metis, which is based in Sharjah. And we specialize in narrative-driven content development, media production, and we do branding as well. So I did ask a question last week regarding your best and worst content on social media. So if most of you have done it, my next question is, just think, why have you made each of these pieces of content? If you have a perfect answer for it, do share it with me on the chats. So I'll be looking forward to it. Thank you.
Wow, like he's doing a carousel, I think, on our meeting. So there's a question last week, there's a follow-up question this week, guys. You better not miss the next meeting, otherwise you'll lose the final outcome from whatever he's trying to create for you guys. So fantastic, Prakash. Munir, love it already. So guys, put Munir and your name. Anupama, go now.
Good morning once again. Oh, why my video is not on? Good morning, all of you. This is Anupama from 4C Integrated Communicators. And just like Munir, we are an agency situated here in Dubai, and we give end-to-end services when it comes to marketing, right from creating your strategy, implementing it, monitoring it, and getting you the results. So if you do have any requirement in this scope, we are the go-to people. Over to you, Alifia.
Fantastic, guys. Put Anupama and your name in the chat. She's the one person for digital marketing, branding, go-to-market in this region. She's very connected. Put Anupama and your name in the chat. Super. Okay, next is me. So, and then I have Sandeep Nath after. So I'm Alifia. I run a company called Rooftop Sales and 10X Strategy, where we help companies launch into a business coaching model and help them to scale up to an IPO launch in Dubai and UAE. So I'm looking for companies that have a revenue of $3 million and above. So if you know any business owners who have $3 million and above, those are the contacts we're looking for us and our building our coach community for our region. So yeah, put Alifia and your name in the chat if anyone knows anything about sales or sales strategy. So that's what we specialize in. Okay, let's go next to Sandeep. Sandeep, go now, and then we have Suresh after. Just very quickly, Amit, Ruchit, and people who haven't yet filled the link, we will not have time to wait for anyone since we're doing education sessions. So if you've not put your Amitabh as well, I don't think I have you. If you've not filled your introductions in the link, this is the last. Did you submit it after filling the form?
Yes, I did.
Try to go to the bottom.
Hi, I haven't been able to do it because the form doesn't allow me to get in.
Okay, you need a Gmail address. Talk to Gaurav, talk to Anupama, they'll support you. Anupama, Gaurav, please help Amitabh. Anyone have a challenge? Please talk to Gaurav or Anupama. I only have Sandeep, Suresh, Mudit, Manish, and Sheldon. Besides this, I don't have anyone else. So please, whoever is left, make sure you're in the form.
Alifia, I filled it.
All right, let's have Sandeep. And who?
Right.
Who spoke?
Thank you. See, the important part of the form is not just introducing yourselves here. It's also that Excel sheet gets circulated in the WhatsApp group. So we have your contacts and we can get in touch throughout the week. That's what's important about it. So soon we'll share the WhatsApp group link also. And if you're not in the group, please get into the group. And that being the reason why we are filling this out.
If you attended before, it will show that you already submitted. But you need to go to the edit go to the bottom and submit again. So you come back into today's meeting. Because if you've attended before, your form will already be populated and it will say you've already submitted. But the instructions, if you read, they're in English. It clearly says, go to the bottom, edit, go to the bottom, submit again. So you come back to today's sheet. Okay, last ultimatum. All right, go ahead, Sandeep.
So, hi guys, I'm Sandeep Nath, and I'm the founder of a movement called Renewalism. Renewalism is about renewing corporate consciousness. And we work with organizations on people, purpose, and process, pretty similar to the P's that Richard was talking about today, and aligning people, purpose, and process. Now we are in this to prepare organizations for this decade, and today we are doing a fireside, which I've been putting in the chat box. Please share that, because the way machine learning AI is coming together with people, that's what you have to prepare for, and you just might benefit a lot from what you hear this evening. So I look forward to seeing you again in the evening. Thank you, Sandeep.
Fantastic. So guys, put Sandeep and your name in the chat. He's doing some great work in stress management and in the renewalism part of his journey. Suresh, go now, and then we have Mudit after.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Nice
Yeah.
meeting you all, and very nice to see you all. I'm regional head of Mantrasoft. It's a Singapore-based company, and we have resources all over the world. And we started our office in UAE, in Dubai now. In fact, today our director is there to do the formalities for completing this office in Dubai, and we are in software testing. So any big organizations who require to test their software, they can approach us. And besides this, I have my own business in labels and barcode labels and barcode ribbon manufacturing. So we supply to people who are producing barcodes or any other labels for pasting on the bottles or packets or boxes, and we export some of these to Dubai as well. So you can get in touch with me. Welcome anytime. Thank you.
Good. I'm going to request everyone to go a little fast track. It's a little bit of a marathon today. So because we want to do a little gamified act for the last 5 minutes. So let's save time for that, okay? So great, guys. Put Suresh, he's got barcode labels and he's got
Ribbons. Ribbons and software
okay.
testing.
Okay, great. Let's have Mudit. Okay, great. So Mudit, go now, and then we have Manish after.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Mudit Anurag Bagaria, an advertising and commercial photographer and cinematographer, working in the interior and architecture space for photography as a niche. Along that, we do for fashion photography and corporate event photography as well. And I myself is in this business for like 30 years down the line, with 7 years of giving trainings to young and aspiring students in the universities and photography schools. And I am also a person who is a learned photographer from Raghu Rai and his team. Thank you.
Fantastic. So guys, learning, marketing, digital photography, connect with Mudit. So put Mudit and your name in the chat for anything photography, anything videography, and even learning. So he's also training and teaching now. So Manish, go now, then we have Sheldon after. Manish? Not here. Manish, could you buy?
Hi, sorry, it was
Okay, let's have
unmute. So
Sheldon.
just now.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Alicia. It was really good people to know now, right now. Actually, I'm a Manish Saladkar. I'm into 3 different lines. Sorry. I'm running 2 different companies. One is Gujus Trading, one is TAPS UAE. So I'm into food sub trading, plus I'm into business management consultants. If anybody is looking to set up business anywhere in UAE, we will do every sort of things for them. And food stuff, and even for the Ruchit products, for industrial instrumentation also, we have a separate company for that. This is my brief details about the brief introduction about the products.
Okay, great. So guys, put Manish and your name in the chat for trading into food and trading and consultancy, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Guys, put and your name in the chat. Okay, great. So got it. Sheldon, go now. Then we have Suresh after. So guys, there are 2 Suresh today. So just be mindful on which Suresh you're looking to contact. Okay.
I'm G. Suresh.
So go ahead, Sheldon. Yeah. So we'll have to just write clearly. Okay. Go ahead, Sheldon.
Yeah, hi. I'm Sheldon. I'm a storyteller and ghostwriter who operates mainly on LinkedIn. And if you're looking for LinkedIn content that's just a little different from the noise that is currently available on LinkedIn, get in touch with me. I have in line with whatever was spoken today in the education session, I have 2 gives. One is ex-client of mine who works mainly with family businesses to help align the older and newer generation and take the company forward. So that's one contact that I can give. And the second, somebody spoke about IP. I was working and know somebody who's one of the best in IPs in India, at least as far as I know. So these are the 2 gifts that I can offer to the group. Thanks.
Fantastic. Guys, connect with Sheldon. He's the best storyteller you can have, and LinkedIn is a perfect place to communicate correctly and stand out. So he's your LinkedIn man with stories and creative content. Okay, let's have Suresh, and then we have Amit after.
Thank you. So those of you all are in the B2B sales, then you can pick up my number. You need to contact me after the meeting. So our specialty is basically we help businesses secure their collections globally. So we underwrite risks arising out of payment delays and defaults. That's a specialization. And related to B2B businesses, we also manage Forex. So these are 2 areas of specialization. As far as give, yesterday I had a long chat with Pranav, and I have 1 give for him. He was looking for a connect in a CSR environment, and we are going to connect and share that part. Yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Suresh was speaking, right? Okay,
Hello.
Suresh, how confused me like you've written your name as Suresh Kumar Govind.
No,
and
Suresh
here you're
Nair.
Suresh Nair.
So there must be some mistake. I am very clear on my name.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I called the wrong Suresh before and stuff. Okay, great. Okay, sorry. So earlier one was Suresh Govind, right?
That
Okay,
was G.
Suresh Kumar
Suresh. Yeah,
Govind.
that
Sorry,
was G. Suresh. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
So
I'm
now
the
this
guy
is
with
Suresh.
B2B sales and collections. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you're the collection. So I put the wrong name ahead.
Collection will remember better.
Okay, great. So guys, yeah. Because I messed up. I told everyone not to mess up, but I messed up myself. Okay, great. So can I connect with Reliance, which is I think Ganesh. Ganesh, put your name forward and then your company name after so that it shows faster. Okay, great. Let's have Ruchit and Subha and Amit. Okay, so Amit, Ruchit, and Subha. That's all I have now. I think Amitabh is the only one who's struggling today, and everybody else is finished, right? Partha, Dr. Partha didn't do it. Okay, let's have Amit.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amit Walia. I represent my company, RK Industries, based out of Hyderabad in India. We manufacture solar and electrical equipments, and we export them to countries like Africa, Middle East, and Indonesia. In solar, we do EPC from 1 megawatts to 100 megawatts. We do solar inverters, solar street lights, solar water pumps. And in electrical, we manufacture meter panels, control room panels, and big electrical panels, stabilizers, DBs. To know more, please do get connected with me. Thank you.
Okay, great. So guys, put Amit in the chat. Extremely important industry, what he's into. And he's a manufacturer, so very powerful in India. Okay, Ruchit, go now, and then we have Subha after.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ruchit. We are into manufacturing tailor-made control systems for mostly oil and gas processes and power sectors. We do almost all types of PLC-based control panels and control systems. That's it.
Fantastic. Wow, great. So, Ruchit, I think you have Sandeep now, and then Manish had put earlier. So do connect. Again, so people who are first time, it's your responsibility to reach out to people who said they want to connect with you during this week. Subha, go now. Subha?
I don't see him on the platform.
Lost him? True that, yeah. Okay, Amitabh-ji, you're facing an issue, and then I don't have whose name, Doctor something I said, right?
Dr. Partha.
Okay, Dr. Partha. Sir, did you fill the link? Introduction?
No, I cannot able to do it. Hello, hello. This is Dr. Partha Kanjelal.
Yes, Dr. Partha.
Yeah, my company
So,
is
Dr. Partha, have you filled the link?
Yeah,
Have you filled the introduction link?
Okay. Then I will do it next time. No problem. Do you
No,
want
the
me
thing
to
is
say?
that if you have it on your introduction will go to everybody afterwards as a contact once you're on the link.
Then I will do it. No problem.
So important that you fill the link.
Yeah.
It's important that you fill the link. Only then can we have your introduction, because you can introduce yourself, but then nobody will know how to contact you.
We will do it next time. No problem.
So one thing is you can have a very brief, like just put your name and just put something right now. And then next time when you come back, you can populate more details as well. So right now you can just do a brief filling of the link for the starters for the first time. But then you can keep improving your profile every week a little bit, because it's an editor functionality. Okay, so Dr. Partha, I'll put you on hold until you fill the link, okay? We will do it again in the end of the meeting. But hopefully you fill the link by then. Okay, it's important that you fill the link. Let me know if you want me to send it again. Dr. Amitabh, you're facing an issue? Have you filled the link now? Not
I'm getting there. I'm still at it. I'm still kind of trying to figure out.
Sorry?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So I'm getting there though.
It opened?
Yeah, it opened, but I'm trying to fill it now. Could you give me
Okay.
some time?
Okay, Kala. So we'll wait for you for the end. No problem. So Dr. Partha and Amitabh, we will get your introductions in the last and the end. And Edwin, you've joined a little late. I will send the link again. So if you've done it the last 3 minutes, I will introduce you guys once you're on the link. Okay. So in the meanwhile, let's have our fun session. So now what I'm going to quickly do is everyone introduce each other. Okay. So start with Sandeep, since you're smiling. No. Sandeep, introduce anyone, and then that person will introduce someone else who's not yet introduced.
Okay, I will take
I can see
Munir
people
because
are
he's
leaving.
on my head here. And if I remember right, he's from Dubai and runs an agency which is into marketing, branding, and AI support. Is that right?
Not quite there. Half of it, actually. Story-driven content development, media production.
Media production. There you are.
Okay, great. Munir, go ahead and introduce someone else.
Right. Since I actually met with Amit over the week, so I think I'll introduce him. So Amit Walia, he is the owner of RK Industries, and they are very much into manufacturing of solar EPC equipment. So I believe I've got that right.
Yes.
Okay, Amit, you can say if it's right and then go ahead and someone else.
Yes, you got it right. We had a good conversation for over 45 minutes day before yesterday.
Yes.
So introduce someone else. 10-second round.
Okay, I would introduce Mr. Suresh B. Nair. He's into B2B business and he collects cash. Sorry, recovers cash.
Okay, Mr.
Thank you, Amit.
Okay,
So
Suresh.
we neither collect cash nor recover. We do the preventive portion. We'll get into that later. And I would like to introduce Girish, whom I have noted of being in the Virar space, a budding entrepreneur, manufacturer, and offers services on trade and stock market. Over to you, Girish.
You're right, Suresh sir. I offer a lot of things related to financial markets. I'd like to introduce Latha ma'am. Is she here?
Yes, very much.
Yes.
So Latha ma'am is having a 24 years experience as a financial advisor, and she will help you more. USP of her services is pre-tax related services, which will save a lot of taxes. And she also does business insurances.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. I would like to introduce Alifia. Alifia is into rooftop sales, and she's a specialist where she trains leadership people on how to grow their business and how to go IPO. And it has to have $3 million as minimum business turnover.
Wow, I love the details. This also tells you how impactful your pitch is, right? So, guys, when we speak clearly and to the point, I mean, if you keep coming more often, then people will know specific details about you. I'll introduce Sachin. Sachin is our YouTube Be Your Own Boss podcast and YouTube. He helps entrepreneurs bring visibility on the online world, the place where it really matters. Sachin, go next.
Alifia, what is Sachin's surname?
Sachin.
Acharya.
Acharya.
Acharya. And Sachin is starting a new channel very soon where you can bring your own booze. Is it a restaurant, Sachin, you are looking at?
Okay, guys, I want to invite Sachin. Are you there? Okay, since he's not there, let's have Dr. Partha and Amit introduce themselves. I've got them on the list now, and then we'll close the meeting on time. So, Dr. Partha, go ahead.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Partha Kanjalaj, and I'm having a company in Dubai, and it's called PMPMS, Partha Mita Project Management Services. This company basically deals with all project management subjects like by dealing with starting the turnkey projects, then human resource management, business management, any kind of management services. This beside, I am also into the other sides of the activities. My side professions are like numerology and Vastu, plus the music composition. I compose music for Bollywood singer KK in a private album. And also, I'm into art and painting. I have shown my art exhibitions all over the world. Many places. I've gone to more than 70, 80 countries. So this is also a very interesting aspect. Anybody can have art exhibitions and art workshops through me. And all kind of management services I can deal. Thank you very much.
Wow, so multi-talented. I'm so glad you finally got on our list because I'm sure there would be millions of people who want to connect with you. So guys, who wants to connect with Dr. Partha, please write Dr. Partha and your name in the chat. And Dr. Partha, since you're relatively new, do reach out to Amit and Edwin and Mudit So because they have said they want to connect with you this week. Okay, Amitabh, go now, and then we have Edwin.
Hi, I'm Amitabh, and I've been running, as Gaurav said, I started my career in advertising many, many years ago, and now I've been running my own company for the last 20 years. I run a production house. We make commercials, mostly for the global brands. But recently I switched sides, as in, I wouldn't say I kind of switched my direction, and I moved into more of CSR and nonprofit content for clients. So I'm done with branded work. I've kind of done it too many times and too often. So now I'm kind of paying attention more to the CSR or nonprofit work that the clients do, and almost paying attention, almost kind of trying to help them build their CSR activity as a brand and not just as an activity. So that's the specialty that I am getting into, and that's what we've been doing for the last 1 year.
Wow, fantastic. So guys, if anyone want to connect with Amitabh, put Amitabh and your name in the chat. Super. So Amitabh, do reach out to Suresh Nair and whatever. Edwin, go now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edwin Emmanuel, based out of Hyderabad. I represent a company called Premier Studios. We have been into this business since about 70 plus years. We specialize in industrial, advertising, and commercial photography. I being the 5th generation in this line of photography, we shoot anything from a needle to an aircraft to ships to companies, factories, and that's a little about us. We shoot corporates, so anybody needs anything, I'd be more than happy to put my foot across to you.
Wow, fantastic, Edwin. So guys, put Edwin and your name in the chat if you have to connect with Edwin this week. And just very quickly, so that brings us to the end of the meeting. Thank you all for your super duper introductions. We really love to know a lot about you. But it's very important that you keep coming every Saturday, because when we, when we hear you the first time, we don't necessarily remember whose contact I can give you so that you can grow your network. But when you keep coming, we internalize what you're doing. So during the week, sometimes in our communication with other people and stuff, we will meet people and we're like, oh yeah, this could be valuable to you. So do keep coming every Saturday, and do share it's the same thing in the group description. It's the same link every time. It's the same time every Saturday. So even in the group description, once you join the WhatsApp group, I think I gave the link already. So make sure you're all in the WhatsApp group. All the contact lists from today's meeting will be shared there within the next hour. And we see you again next Saturday. Thank you all. And we'll keep the room open for another 5 minutes if anyone want to chit chat. If anyone want to get into one-on-one discussions, I can create a few breakout rooms, get into rooms, start talking if you want. And otherwise, we'll see you again next Saturday.
If Anupama is there, I would like to talk to her, Alicia.
Okay, I can create some breakout rooms. Anupama, are you there?
No, she's left, I think.
So I've created about 8 breakout rooms. If anyone want to get into any room, you can decide.
Yeah, I want to get in touch with Amitabh Bhattacharya, sir, if he is available to share in the meeting.
I can't see the faces. I can only hear somebody mumbling.